Hello everyone, welcome to computer classes. After the conditional statement, if else, if else if and nested if, today we will learn about switch case conditional statement. This is also conditional statement. Switch case is just an alternative for if else if statement. If you remember, if else if we used when there are more than one condition. In the same way, switch case is also used when there are multiple conditions. For example, I am taking an example like write a program to input a day of week in numeric form and display it in word form. So in this case, either you can use if else if or you can use switch case. For example, if day equals to 1, system.out println Monday. Else if day equals to 2, system.out println Tuesday. Else if day equals to 3 and so on. So instead of using if else if construct again and again, what we prefer? We prefer switch case statement. So when the number of conditions are many, then in that case mostly we prefer switch case over the if else if statement. So what is switch case statement? Switch case statement, you can say it is a multiple branching statement where a particular block of statements is executed as per the user's choice. So switch case, we call it multiple branching statement where a particular block of statement is executed as per the user's choice. So first we will understand the syntax of switch case and then again we will understand this definition. So what is the syntax of switch case statement? First we will write the switch keyword in small case. Then in switch we will pass control variable. Then braces start, curly braces, case is also a keyword, constant 1, then colon, then statements, then break, case, constant 2, statements, break, case, constant 3, statements, break. So there can be number of cases, no limitation, fine. You can use as per as you need. So number of cases we can write. So I have represented with the dot. Then at last you will write the default. Okay, after cases at the end we will use default, then statements. No need of break here. I will tell you why. Then we will close the switch block. Fine. So this is the syntax of switch case statement. So switch you will use in small case, then control variable. Fine. So it is a multiple branching statement. So these are the different branches, case 1, case 2, case 3. So it's a multiple branching statement where a particular block of statement is executed. So particular block of case is executed, either this case or this case or this case, fine. So particular block of statement is executed depending upon the user's choice, fine, depending upon the value of control variable. So in this case what happens, value of control variable is matched with these values, constant 1, constant 2, constant 3. If the value is matched with any case, then particular statements of that case will be executed. Fine. For example, control variable is 2. So constant we will take 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 2. So this particular statement will be executed. So This is switch case, and you have noticed that after every case we have used break. Now what is the use of break statement? Break statement will take you out from the switch case after executing that particular block of statements of a case. For example, control variable matched with constant 2. So it will execute these statements, whatever given in this case, and the break will take you out from the switch. So it will take you out from the switch block. This whole is switch block. Fine. This is the opening bracket. This is the closing bracket. So it will take you out from the switch block. For example, you have not given the break statement. If I remove the break statement here, what will be happening? First, it will execute the statement of this case. Then if break is missing, in that case it will enter in the case 3. Then it will execute the statements of case 3, and then it will be terminated and will come out from the switch case. If break is missing from case 3 also, so it will keep on entering the other cases till it finds the break, either break or this is the end of switch statement. Fine. So it will keep on executing the statement till it finds the break or end of switch statement. So this is the use of break, and this is called fall through. Fall through. What is fall through? Fall through is just the absence of break statement when the control enters from or jumps from one case to another till it gets the break statement or end of switch statement. So this is called fall through. Fall through. So what is fall through? Fall through is in the absence of break statement when the control enters the other cases for execution till it finds the break or end of switch. So I hope it is clear. Fall through. Now the default. Now the default is same as the else statement of if else. If you remember, in if else, if condition is true, do this, otherwise do that. Fine. The same way, if it matches with the cases, then it will execute the particular block, otherwise it will come to the default. And no need to give the break statement in default. Why? Because this is the last segment. So after default, automatically it will come out from the switch case. So no need to give the break statement here. Fine. And default is optional. It is not mandatory to give, but it is a good practice to write default with cases. So we will use default every time, but it is a optional. Fine. And the number of cases you can give as many as you want. Now what can be the value of control variable? Control variable value can be numeric type, it can be character type, or it can be string type. Fine. Numeric type means it can be byte, short, int, long. Character type means char, and string type means string. So only these values are allowed. You can use byte, short, int, long, char, string. These values are allowed for control variable. And in switch case, as I told you, it matches the value. As you remember, in if we can use the relational operator like greater than equal to, less than equal to, but in case of switch case, it only checks the equality. It only matches the value. Fine. So this is the difference between switch case and if else if. And in if else we use we can use the logical operator also, and or not, but in switch case we cannot use the logical operator. Difference we will discuss later also in detail. I hope it is clear, syntax is clear. Now we will understand this with a program. So we will make a simple program first. Program is Write a program to input day of week in numeric form and print it in word form. So first import java.util.star, or you can use the scanner class over here. Class we have taken week, then main function, then we have created the object of scanner class. Then we will display a message system.out.println enter day of week in number form. In number form. Enter a day of week in number form. Then we will use the function obj.nextInt, because in teacher we have entered. You can use the day or d, any variable you can use, that will be of int type. Then we will start the switch block by writing switch in small case. In switch you will pass this variable day. Fine. Then the opening braces of switch block. Case, again in small letters, case. So day is in integer form, so I am writing case 1, then colon, double dot. Case 1, then system.out.println Monday. If the day is 1, then what should be displayed? Monday, because in program it is asked print it in word form. So if it is 1, then Monday, and never forget to use the break statement. Fine. Break statement is also called case terminator. Then the second case, case 2, system.out.println Tuesday, again break. Case 3, you have to write every cases, you cannot skip or use the shortcut. System.out.println Wednesday, break. Then we will continue here. Case 4, system.out.println Thursday, break. Case 5, system.out.println Friday. Case 6, okay, break, we have forgotten. Case 6, SOPLN I am writing, but you have to write system.out.println complete. Saturday, break. Then case 7, SOPLN I am writing in short form, but you have to write complete. Fine. Sunday, break. Fine. So need to write each and every case. So if you are using if else, then again and again you need to write if condition, if day equals to 1, then system.out.println Monday, else if, or you can use the switch case. We prefer switch case if so many cases are there, if so many choices are there. Fine. Then default. In default, you will write invalid entry of day. Invalid entry of day. Fine. Then switch close, then main function close, then class close. So when the default will be executed, suppose user input we have given 8. So first it will match all the cases, case 4, case 5, case 6, case 7, okay. it will not get the 8 value because it will match all the cases, then it will go to the default. Fine, default means else, otherwise. Fine, so in default we are given invalid entry of k, so that message will be displayed. I hope it is clear. If I remove the break statement from here, okay, let me show you what is the use of break. If I remove these two break, fine, and the user input I am giving 4, fine, user input I am giving 4. So first it will match all the cases, so it will come here case 4, okay, then it will display Thursday, so it will not get the break statement, so it will enter in the case 5 also. Again system.out.println Friday, it will display Thursday, then Friday, then Saturday also, because I have removed the break from here. It will not get break here, so it will enter Saturday also. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then it will find the break, so then it will be terminated. Fine, so we should give break in every cases, otherwise in absence of break this is called fall through. Fine, so I hope you have understood this. So that's in this video, and in the next video we will make more programs on switch case by using the character variable and string variable, and of course the difference between if else and switch case. So thank you so much. Thanks for watching.